Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel, My Intuition 4865. Myself, Dr. Prasad Pudilam. The class series on biology for engineers for non-computer science stream students. 22 scheme, 2022 admission batch onwards, 4th semester, Bachelor of Engineering, Visheshwara Technological University. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel for my effort in producing this type of class videos. Okay, so moving to the question answer. The question was already communicated to you earlier, or it was circulated earlier. Design a ventilator system for a patient with the chronic obstructive pulmonary disease (COPD) by applying the knowledge of the lungs architecture and the gas exchange mechanisms. This is connected to course outcome 2 with level 3, question at level 3, and carrying 10 marks. Mark distribution is given, explaining the lung architecture like alveoli, bronchioles, carrying 2 marks. Gas exchange mechanism, explaining the diffusion of gas in alveoli carries the oxygen carbon exchange that carries 3 marks. And how a ventilator can be designed based on the working of the lung. The ventilator design principle, customization of settings, and the making sure of report the efficiency and patient comfort carries 5 marks. Okay, so chronic obstructive pulmonary disease (COPD). Uh, to design a system, a ventilator system for a patient with this disease, it requires a detailed understanding of the lungs architecture as well as the gas exchange mechanism. Okay, so what is lung that you may be knowing? Okay, so the structure of lung is a representation of lung in the different parts like the alveoli and other where the gas exchange takes place in the lung. You can see there is a series of tree-like structure. Branches are there. At the end of that, we call it as alveoli. It is a balloon-type structure. Inside that, the gas exchange takes place. Oxygen to carbon dioxide exchange takes place. Then it goes to the various organs through the blood. The oxygen is taken up by different organs of the body, and it gives back the carbon dioxide. That is represented here, capillary gas exchange. And after that, the carbon dioxide filled air comes here, and again carbon dioxide oxygen exchange takes place in the lungs. Okay, so the representation of oxygen carbon dioxide exchange in alveoli and the capillary is represented here. So this is the representing the causes of the COPD. COPD can be caused. So this is a representation of the alveoli where the gas exchange takes place inside the lung. Okay, so 2-3 cases like if they 2-3 alveoli they come join together, that become collapse. The balloons collapse and blocking the airways. That is called a emphysema, or even the muscles become tightened and it fills with mucus, narrowing the passage of air. That is called as bronchitis. So bronchitis and emphysema are the causes of COPD. So lungs architecture, the structure of lung that is represented with alveoli, bronchioles. Alveoli is the small balloon-like structure at the end of the respiratory tree that is inside the lung. That is what I represent as the tree. It's not a tree as such. Okay, so the primary site of gas exchange between air and the blood happens at alveoli. The alveoli have thin walls and are surrounded by a network of capillaries to facilitate the efficient gas exchange. Bronchioles, they are the small airways which lead from the bronchi to the alveoli. They conduct the air from the larger bronchial tubes to the alveoli. So during in a COPD condition, the bronchioles can become narrowed and obstructed due to inflammation and mucus buildup, which block or impairs the airflow. This is the condition. Okay, so alveoli and bronchioles, these are the structure, lung architecture. If you say, you need to explain what is alveoli, what is bronchioles. Moving to the next section, that is gas exchange mechanism, which carries 3 marks. Diffusion of gases in alveoli, the mechanism is represented here. Oxygen from the inhaled air, it diffuses across the alveolar membrane into the blood. So the alveolar membrane, it is a semi-permeable membrane which allows the movement of oxygen and carbon dioxide from blood stream to the lung air side. Okay, so the exchange, the oxygen from the inhaled air, it diffuses across the alveolar membrane into the blood, while the carbon dioxide from the blood diffuses into the alveoli to be exhaled. When we exhale, the carbon dioxide should go out. The factors affecting the diffusion are surface area of the alveoli, thickness of the alveolar membrane, and the partial pressure gradients of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Role in oxygenation and carbon dioxide removal. Oxygen binds to the hemoglobin. Our blood contains iron containing compound, we call it as the hemoglobin. Heme represents iron. So hemoglobin is there in the blood, and oxygen is capable to bind to that hemoglobin. So when the blood comes to the alveoli, whatever oxygen in the air which reaches to the alveoli through the lung, it binds to the hemoglobin in the red blood cells and it is getting transmuted. So when blood comes, if oxygen is there, oxygen simply it will go and attach to that hemoglobin. It binds to it that. So efficient oxygenation, it is very crucial. The adding oxygen to the blood, that is called as oxygenation. So efficient oxygenation is very crucial for maintaining the cellular metabolism and function. All the body functions, it requires oxygen. Therefore, effective exchange of oxygen, effective oxygenation is to be ensured, that to be in the alveoli. Carbon dioxide, which is the waste product of cellular respiration, means once our body cells, each cells, it uses oxygen and do the cellular function, it produces train. It produces carbon dioxide. And it is transported from the tissue to the lungs for exhalation. Effective removal of carbon dioxide, it is very needed and it is essential to maintain the acid-base balance in the body. Now the ventilator design, what ventilator that we know, what type of ventilators are available in the market. Okay, based on that the design, there I am. Okay, so principle of ventilator operation. Okay, only one page. Okay, principle of ventilator operation. A ventilator, it is a machine. I didn't give the image of the ventilator here. I'll collect it. From the previous note that it is there. I'll connect it here. If anybody purchases my notes, it will be there into that. This explanation I have not added there. So a ventilator, it is a machine that you have seen in the hospitals where it is connected to a patient who is not able to breathe properly. That machine, it helps the patient to breathe when they cannot do so on their own. The ventilator, it pushes extra air means containing oxygen into the lungs and then let it out. Also it takes the it pushes air and takes out, so that whatever exchange, gas exchange, automatically takes place there with oxygen and carbon dioxide. That is called the breathing process. They're just taking air inside, pushing it outside. Okay, so the remaining work is done by the lung, the alveoli of the lung. It is doing the immediate exchange because n number of alveoli are there, and that will be able to within seconds it will because we are taking only seconds, taking breath and immediately we are breathing out. So in that second, whatever the oxygen required for the entire body, it has to be absorbed to the blood on that particular set of blood. And next breathing again it gets exchanged. So it's a cyclic process, keep on adding. So the basic parts of a ventilator, it include a pump or a fan to move the air to the lung, and tubes to deliver the air to the patient, and a sensor to monitor whether proper breathing takes place, so that proper gas exchange takes place or not. So to monitor that, a sensor is also needed. A lot of mosquitoes here. Customizing setting for COPD patients. For a COPD patient, the ventilator, it needs to be set up in order to help them exhale fully, because their lungs tend to trap air, which involves the adjusting of the inspiratory to expiratory ratio. Like it is called IE ratio, inspiratory expiratory ratio, that is there in the machine, but I am telling most of the machine, the ventilator machine, it will be there. The ratio need to be adjusted accordingly, so that air is getting trapped in the lung for a time required period. Then pressure setting, adjusting the air pressure to keep the airways open without causing damage to the lung. And with too much pressure, air cannot be put. Whatever needed pressure that has to be maintained, that doctors will be knowing, or the person who is operating will be knowing how much it has to be set by. There will be person to person. It may vary, age to age also it may vary, but accordingly the expert will be knowing how to adjust the pressure, what pressure needed. I don't know exactly. Okay, oxygen levels, providing the right amount of oxygen to maintain adequate blood oxygen level without causing too much oxygen buildup, which can be harmful. So it's not that okay, our body needs oxygen, only pushing oxygen will not work. Normally air only you have to give, and if any extra or less, that air condition also need to be checked before making it to operate. Then ensuring the efficiency and the patient comfort. Efficiency, a ventilator must work reliably and it adjusts quickly to the patient's needs. It means that using sensors, even advanced sensors required to control and ensure the patient's uh, just getting the required amount of air in right time, that has to be monitored using advanced sensors, that is checking the efficiency. Patient comfort, making sure that the ventilator operation is smooth and comfortable for the patient, not giving any pain, some or not other disturbances. This involves minimizing the noise, reducing the feeling of resistance when breathing in or out, and ensuring the mask of or the tubes fit well without causing irritation. Means some connections will be there, should not irritate the patient. They should feel comfortable to breathe in and breathe out, and there should not be any noise, too much noise. If it is there, that also will disturb the patient from the normal condition. So these are the things that you have to take, that has to be taken care while designing a pacemaker setup for a COPD patient or heart disease, a lung disease patient. That's about this particular class video, that is on chronic obstructive pulmonary disease COPD. How, what is that, and how the ventilator systems need to be made ready to take care of this disease. Okay, please do share my video classes to others, which will be helpful for them to note down the points which I given here. They can note it down. Please like the video so that more people will come to know about this class series. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Your subscription is very much important for me. My YouTube channel name, My Intuition 4865. Once again, thank you all for continuously watching and supporting me throughout my class series. Thank you.